The MV Liberty Star, a U.S. cargo ship, traveled through the Arabian Sea at 1:30 a.m. in the dark waters off the coast of Somalia. It glided softly beneath a blanket of stars. The MV Liberty Star was a cargo ship with 22 crew members and more than 30,000 tons of important cargo for the U.S. Navy. It was sailing through the Gulf of Aden on the night of the attack. More than 100 Somali pirate skiffs immediately sped toward the ship, forming a circle around it. This calm trip abruptly turned into a nightmare. The pirates were heavily armed with heavy machine guns, RPGs, and powerful assault rifles. The pirates came up like a swarm of hungry sharks, their motors roaring and their guns aiming right at the ship. The attack was carefully planned. It wasn't just a random heist. It was a coordinated, well-prepared ambush meant to capture the ship and its crew. The pirates thought they could take over the cargo and disgrace the United States in these important commerce lanes. But the crew on the Liberty Star had other ideas. The first wave of attacks. As the pirate boats got closer, the assailants fired RPGs, which shook the whole ship. One RPG hit the right side and blew up with a loud bang. The explosion broke the bridge's glass windows, and a crew member on duty was hurt right away, with blood mixed with oil on the deck. As the pirates attacked again, the ship's alarm system went off. Their bullets went through the steel hull, making sparks that lighted up the night. After the first few shots, a lot of RPGs were fired at the ship's most important parts. The captain told the crew to close all the cargo holds, put out the fires, and keep the helm steady right away. It was an urgent situation. Every crew member had to act quickly as explosions and fires tore through the ship. They had no choice but to go into emergency defensive mode because the ship and its cargo depended on their ability to fight off the pirates. Firefighting and desperate defense. The crew of the Liberty Star realized that they had to put out the fires and keep the pirate skiffs from boarding in order to stay alive. The pirates were relentless, trying to board the ship with grappling hooks and ropes, but the crew used all of their strength to fight back. Crew members used high-pressure fire hoses to fight off the attacks and sprayed water on the ship's upper deck to stop the flames from spreading. While this was going on, other crew members fired flares to light up the water around them, giving them a quick glimpse of what was going on in the smoke and turmoil. Even though the flames were destroying the ship, the crew fought hard to put them out, but the pirates didn't give up. They kept shooting, trying to hit weak spots in the ship's defenses. The crew kept pushing back through the fire and smoke, not letting the pirates board. Every minute that went by felt like an eternity, but the crew stayed strong. The ship is in a bad state. By 2 a.m., everything on the Liberty Star had gotten worse and worse. The ship was entirely blind because the radar equipment was broken and the communication cables were cut. Without a working navigation system, the crew couldn't have known when the next pirate attack would happen. Another RPG went off next to the engine room, sending a huge shockwave through the ship. The blow did a lot of damage to the systems within, and the pressure gauges went crazy. The crew understood they had to protect the ship from sinking, but the damage was making it hard for them to do so. The captain told the ship to keep its speed to a minimum to avoid a total engine breakdown, but the ship was having trouble staying afloat. A mayday call was the last distress signal carried out, but another rocket quickly destroyed the radio equipment. The crew's sole hope now was that someone from the outside will come to their aid, but in the meantime, they kept fighting the pirates, who were getting more and more aggressive as they got closer. Pirates getting ready to kill. The pirates attacked for the second time while the ship tried to stay on course. Dozens of small boats started their engines again and began to circle back from the south and west. The pirates shot RPGs into the hull, and each blast shook the ship to its core. The ship started to lean to the right, and water started to fill the technical compartments below. The crew had to work quickly to save the ship from sinking in the middle of all the chaos. Crew members who were hurt stayed in their positions, utilizing medical supplies to heal their wounds while holding their guns. The smell of burning oil and the heat from the fires made it hard to walk on the deck. Crew members started building makeshift barricades out of cargo crates and steel plates to protect themselves from the pirates' gunfire after the attacks. The team thought that every shot from the homemade machine gun was their last opportunity to stop the assailants. The ship's desperate fight. The Liberty Star kept taking in water, and its systems were failing. The crew had no choice except to trust their instincts and expertise. They didn't have any radar, a navigation system, or much ammo left. The ship couldn't see much in the huge ocean because pirate skiffs were quickly closing in on it. The captain kept the ship moving, even though the engines were making a lot of noise and the pirates kept attacking. The team battled back with all their strength, but they realized they didn't have much time left. The American flag still flew brightly at the top of the mast, even though the odds were stacked against it. It was a sign of strength and resistance. The pirates were getting closer, but the Liberty Star had not yet given up. The only thing that kept the crew going amid the tempest of violence around them was their will to live. Important times for staying alive. Every minute felt like a lifetime by now. The ship was in bad shape, with a damaged hull and a lot of damage, but the crew didn't lose up. The pirates kept circling, getting closer and closer with each passing second. The ship's engines stuttered and whined, barely keeping it moving. The crew on deck kept fighting off the pirates with whatever weapons they had left. Some crewmen, hurt and bleeding, stayed in their places and shot back at the pirates with handguns and other weapons they made themselves. The crew wasn't ready to give up yet, even though the ship was going down. They had traveled this far, and they weren't going to let the pirates triumph. But they knew they couldn't last forever, no matter how hard they tried. They could only pray that aid would arrive before the pirates took over the ship. What the U.S. Navy did. The U.S. Navy had been keeping a close eye on the waters off the coast of Somalia, but things got much worse when the pirates attacked the Liberty Star. The pirates had planned their attack very well, aiming to either capture or destroy the American cargo ship. They wanted to take over the ship, but the Navy wasn't far behind. The U.S. Navy launched a quick counterattack less than 45 minutes after the attack started. This would turn the tide of the fight. Apache AH-64E helicopters were in the air by 3:15 a.m., flying across the dark sky at speeds of more than 250 kilometers per hour. Their task was clear: get rid of the pirate danger and safeguard the Liberty Star at all costs. The U.S. Navy's superior technologies let them respond faster than the pirates could have guessed. Along with the Apaches, Seahawk helicopters with Navy SEALs and medical crews swiftly followed. They were ready to help the crew of the Liberty Star on the ground. These highly trained soldiers were ready for everything, including fighting and taking care of the wounded. The MQ-9 Reapers, which are unmanned drones, hovered over them like silent guards, giving real-time information and pinpointing the exact locations of the pirate forces. The Navy was able to follow and predict pirate movements because to this constant surveillance, which made sure the enemy couldn't get away. The U.S. Navy hits back. It was evident that the Liberty Star couldn't hold out much longer as the pirates kept attacking without stopping. The pirates didn't realize how tough the crew was or how quickly the U.S. Navy could respond. Apache helicopters with Hellfire missiles and 30mm rounds made their presence known right away. The sound of the chopper blades quickly faded away as missiles hit their targets with loud bangs. The first wave of pirate boats was destroyed in seconds by the Apache helicopters' precise gunfire. The Apache helicopters' attacks were quick and devastating. The pirates thought they would win easily, but they were up against a level of force they could never have imagined. Every shot from the helicopters killed a number of pirate boats, which caused pandemonium among their ranks. The pirates wanted to scare the crew of the Liberty Star, but things had changed. At the same time, SEAL teams on the ground were sent to help the crew of the Liberty Star. Their job was very important. They didn't simply help with battle, they also gave medical attention to the injured crew members, which gave the remaining sailors a chance to survive. The USS Laboon, a U.S. Navy destroyer, also hurried to the area with the SEAL teams and got there just in time to join the action. The huge destroyer made sure that the pirates had nowhere to go. By 4:30 a.m., the pirates who had once been sure of themselves and were now dead or scattered knew they were no longer the ones attacking. They were now the ones being sought. The raid on the Liberty Star swiftly turned into a huge Navy operation to put an end to piracy in the area for good. The change of the tide. The pirates' spirits fell totally as the U.S. Navy forces got closer. What started as a daring attack on a single cargo ship had turned into a fight for their lives. A few pirate skiffs were already going down, and the other pirates were frantically trying to get away to the Somali coast, but their escape was useless. The Navy had already caught them. The USS Laboon started to attack the pirates with its 127mm naval guns, which were very formidable. It shelled the other boats. Every shell hit its target with deadly accuracy, and pirate ships sank in just a few minutes. The Apache helicopters kept attacking even as the pirate boats were torn apart. Gunfire or rockets destroyed every pirate boat that got too close to the Liberty Star. But the Navy didn't stop there. As the helicopters and destroyers were killing pirates, Seahawk helicopters were dropping off medical supplies for the crew of the Liberty Star. The SEAL crews were also very persistent. They made sure the ship was safe by getting rid of any residual dangers and making the location safe. The pirates had nowhere to go by 5 a.m. The U.S. Navy had pretty much taken control of the situation, and their chances of getting away were almost gone. The pirate base is gone. Even if the struggle on the sea seemed to be coming to a conclusion, It wasn't over yet. The US Navy had been following the pirates and found that a lot of them were going back to a base on the Somali coast. The Navy's Reaper drones, which have surveillance equipment, were very important in finding the exact location of the pirate base. The pirates thought they had gotten away, but the US Navy was already getting ready for its next attack. The US Navy started its attack on the pirate base about 5:30 a.m. The USS Laboon's naval guns were very accurate, and they turned the base into rubble. The attack hit the pirates' fuel tanks, supply depots, and people. Apache helicopters flew in and fired missiles that destroyed what was left of the base. Within 15 minutes, the pirate stronghold was nothing but ash and rubble. The Navy's answer had been too much. They not only stopped the pirates from attacking the Liberty Star, but they also destroyed the pirates' main base of operations in the area. The pirates had lost badly, and they wouldn't be able to attack again for a long time. The skies started to clear up and the seas become calm again about 6 a.m. The Liberty Star was still floating, even though it was badly damaged. The American flag, which had been ripped and burned during the attack, still flew boldly in the wind. The group had made it through the ordeal even if they were hurt and tired. They were covered in grease and perspiration and had just gone through one of the scariest times of their life. But they had won. The US Navy's quick and accurate response sent a strong message to the pirates and the rest of the world. The US would not let its ships be assaulted without punishment. More than 600 pirates had been murdered or caught, 105 pirate boats had been sunk, and the Barawa pirate camp in Somalia had been devastated. The US Navy struck a huge blow to piracy in the area in just a few hours. The crew of the Liberty Star showed great bravery, and the US Navy's precise military response became a symbol of American might and determination. The pirates didn't think the US Navy was strong enough, and they paid the price. They might have thought they might scare the US, but they quickly learned that messing with the American flag was a big mistake. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends if you want to learn more about amazing naval battles and military operations. And, as always, please tell us what you think in the comments. Be careful, be strong, and thank you for watching until next time.